Mykah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. What day is it?
Today is Tuesday. It's
Oh,
Creative Combos Day.
okay. Creative Combos Day.
That's what today is.
All right. Good to know. Well, thank you for joining me again. I think we are finally going to get the hang of this live stream.
For sure. This is it. This is level up.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we just want to thank you all for tuning in today, those of you that are joining us. But if you're catching the replay, be sure to stay tuned all the way through. We have some goodies for you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shara, owner and lead filmmaker of Splice Ego Films, and I help service-based entrepreneurs create dope creative content.
And I am Mykah Hardin, owner and lead brand content strategist with Clout Society, and I help entrepreneurs and businesses maximize their content, get the most from it.
Right. And she's the bomb, you guys.
We're the bomb because she's lit too, so don't let her fool you.
Yes. So, okay, we're going to jump right into it. We have a few topics for you guys today. We are going to be discussing accountability partners and what exactly it is that a brand content strategist does and what a filmmaker such as myself does on a daily basis. All right. So let's kick off the whole accountability partner. Those of you that are watching, go ahead and leave in a comment. Do you have an accountability partner?
For anything, business, fitness, and life, right? Anything.
Yes. Because having one in life is very important too.
No, for real.
Yes. Okay. Well, so Mykah and I, if you guys caught the last session from last week, we kind of kicked off this whole series with how we met, what we're doing with our 6 months in a day VIP intensive. So we wanted to just let you guys in on a little bit more about us. And so we're going to just be talking about our accountability and how we came to be partners. And then, yeah, just go on from there. So I guess, Mykah, do you want to kick it off? Because we were working on a project together and she approached me and it was everything that I needed that I didn't know.
Right. Okay, I guess I will start it off. So first, just to kind of piggyback off what you were saying, I reached out to Shara because not only did I need, well, at the time, it wasn't really even an accountability thing. It was more of a let's partner because you specialize in something that I need and I specialize in something that's also in your field. So I can kind of learn from you and help you out and you can help me out. And it was kind of a partnership. But little did I know, I eventually would have needed the accountability partnership from her as well. So not only did we partner as far as business is concerned because our industries like coincide together, but we partnered in a way of like motivating each other and really helping each other stick to this entrepreneurship journey. Because when I tell you I have wanted to quit about 11 million times, I'm not exaggerating. Okay. I've literally come to her and I'm like, you know what? Stuff is just not going like exactly how I would have imagined it going. So I'm just going to get like a little part-time job and I'm going to get something I can work and, you know, just having to, when you get to that point, it's important and it's helpful to have somebody that's like, okay, hold on. We can do this. Let's, you know, before you take that leap and go back, let's continue to go forward and I'll help you. So I think that having you as an accountability partner has definitely like just kept me on track and like changed, you know, my projection of like how I am doing, I guess. So from everything, like we have motivated each other to start doing millionaire morning routines, to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, work out, write, manifest, like just do a routine. And we've helped each other like, okay, did you do yours? We texting each other in the morning, like, good morning, are you up? Da, da, da. So,
and those mornings are a struggle, but we're going to get back on it. You know, we're aiming high.
We went hard for like 2 weeks, but then we got bogged down with work and just clients and growth and everything. But that's no excuse. We will get back to it. But just to even start that, it just helps. And yeah, you're a dope accountability partner.
Well, thank you. You are too. I just feel like ever since you asked me, because we were shooting a hair commercial and Mykah was actually the star of that video. So she had her mom come and her mom, she had her own little team, hair and makeup, to just help get her behind the scenes and all that. She just came in there crushing. And afterwards, I don't know how many days had passed, but you just called me up and you were like, hey, do you ever need help? Because that was a lot. And that was my first project where I
saw you like doing everything, setting up the lights, moving the lights, telling people where to go. At one point, I think you did kind of like enlist my help and just like, okay, can you tell them that we're about to do this? And I'm like, girl, what, say less? Yeah. Everybody get in place.
Yes, it was intense. I think it was like 20 something people?
It was a lot of people.
And just little old me, moving lights, camera, everything. So that was such a pivotal moment for me. And I think that was in January. And we are now in September. And if you would have asked me a year ago, we would be here today with the things that we just have planned, all that we've got accomplished, the large contracts we have landed. Like, it's crazy. Amazing. So my advice or suggestions for anyone who's really serious about entrepreneurship, you can't do everything on your own, regardless of how much you think you can. At some point, you are going to need a team, and especially if you need to be hands-on. So just find someone who you can trust and bounce ideas off of, and that's going to help you. And you guys can just really, help each other, and it just really fuels each other, because this entrepreneurship journey is hard.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to say too, like, you can start by yourself. Like, don't think, oh, I can't even start because I don't have a team yet, because we started our businesses we had a support squad like behind us, like you could do it. But basically we started by ourselves, but like, it got to a certain point where it just was getting overwhelming, and just like it'll weigh on you if you continue to just do it by yourself solely. So not only will you like necessarily have to go find someone, because I didn't go find you to be my accountability partner. It just happened to fall into place. So just be keen, just be aware that could happen on your journey. Like, you can meet somebody, you can network with somebody, and don't be afraid to ask them, do you need some help? Because I need some help. We can help each other, because you never know what other people need.
That's right. Yeah. And just nowadays people use that word, collaborate. I've come to kind of dislike that word.
Because it sounds free.
Yeah.
It sounds like it don't cost a thing to collaborate.
Right. So just make sure that the time you are investing with others, like, they're going to be pouring into you just as much as you're pouring into them. You don't want people taking advantage of you for your talents for free, pretty much. Yeah.
It won't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm just excited. I'm excited to have partnered with you. And even through our accountability relationship, we have birthed some new, I guess, really been able to narrow down on what it is that we do and what we're calling ourselves. Mm-hmm. So, Mykah here is probably the rebranding queen. She kind of has rebranded herself through Corona. And I think her vision is super clear now. So she's now a brand content strategist.
Sometimes you got to go through and try and figure out what because and this isn't like, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say. This isn't what I'm trying to do. But when you're good at a lot of things, it's easy to like overwhelm yourself and like, oh, I'm doing this, But like you said, I've spent this time definitely rebranding myself, and you have been an integral part of that by just helping me along the way. She's connected me with some business strategists that have literally opened my eyes and my mind to help me figure out what I'm actually doing and how to monetize it. So, a lot of my rebranding, I have to thank you for that. So.
Well, thank you. It has been my pleasure. It has been a fun journey. Yeah. And then just helping you too. Like reach, just you have to just know, because I think as Black business owners, like we're so scared to come out and charge what we're worth because we think that people are not going to pay. You know, pricing, a lot of that has to go into the type of people you attract. You know, if you're not charging your true potential, people are going to take advantage of you. You know, it's always the clients who, well, not all, but a lot, who want the discounts, and it ends up, you know, not working out very well. So it's even important if you just have to take a step back from your business and say, you know what is it that I'm really doing, you know, and how do I want people to value my time? Like that all goes into pricing, especially if you provide a service, like even getting ready for the calls, you know, that you have. If you're doing 90-minute sessions, you have to account for all of that research.
I wasn't doing that. I was just accounting for the 90 minutes. Like, oh, someone's only going to want to pay for that 90 minutes. But it's like, I spent 3 hours to get ready for your little 60-minute call. So for me, it's half a workday.
Yes. Yeah. And I know for me, it wasn't until I hired my business coach, Wendy Anderson, that I actually realized how much work I was doing, because over the years, starting out with weddings and then eventually moving over to businesses, I was doing weddings for like 12 hours a day. I would show up at 7 a.m. and not leave till the wedding was over. And I was only charging like $450. It wasn't until I went to New Jersey for a wedding and the photographer I was working with was like, oh, no. What are you doing? What do you mean you stay all day? She said, you have to give these people hours. So ever since then, she said, work smarter, not harder. I have to really put myself on a schedule so that people value my time and don't think that they can have me, you know, all day.
The price just went up.
Yeah. So through this, I think we've all had to have a lot of self-discovery through the pandemic, because I'm not going to lie, the first 3 months was rough. I was depressed. Everything got shut down, you know, and it really took me until I would say probably July for me to get back. Yeah. So when I worked with my business coach, she said, okay, here's one thing I want you to do. I want you to sit down and write down how many steps it takes you from inception of a client to offboarding them when they have a video, when they're getting, you know, a brand awareness video. And I literally sat down and wrote down every single thing that I do for business videos. And it's 32 steps. 32 steps? And I'm only charging, you know, what I was charging back then, which is not what I'm charging anymore. Enough. And just, you know, seeing that, you don't realize, because you just got in that time frame, the mind frame of just being a robot about it and going, you know, all of those steps matter. So I don't feel bad because everyone's not your client. So I don't feel bad, you know, if people don't work with me, I don't take it personal anymore. Like either you want my services or you don't. Either you value the cost and what you're getting out of it, or you don't.
And you've been very vocal about holding me accountable to doing the same thing, because I've been working for free for a minute. And she's just very serious about holding me accountable to charging and knowing our worth. So I definitely agree. There's probably a reason that we met right before the pandemic anyway. Jeez. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Legit crazy. But yeah, so
Mykah is a brand content strategist, because a lot of people think of marketing as, they for some reason think everybody in marketing knows how to make a website.
Yeah, which I do. Maybe it's because we do know how to make one. So I do know how to make websites. I know how to do a couple different things as it pertains to marketing, but the services that I'm strictly narrowing down and offering through Cloud Society are more geared towards content strategies, and how to basically, what content to make, how to figure out what content to make, how to make it. That's where you come into play. And how to maximize it and how to like get the most from the content. Because a lot of people will, as you know, come and get a video made and they'll post it once. and the caption will be all wrong. They won't tag nobody. They won't share it. They don't break it up. They don't put it on all their platforms. They put it on one platform. You know, they just make a couple of errors when it comes to utilizing content. So I help in that regard. And I also work in influencer marketing as well. So influencer marketing is another form of content creation because they're either making or sharing the content. So with my background working in corporate and working in influencer marketing with a few brands, I can help people figure out what influencers to use, how to use them, how to communicate with them, you know, how to get content with them, and, you know, just all things content, how to make good, actionable content.
Right. And I never knew that how detailed the process is to be an influencer. Like, I always thought it was, well, I guess no one's really selling the flat tummy tea, but flat tummy tea, Fashion Nova, like, and I thought that was it. Like, oh, you send me some clothes, I put them on. I didn't know you all had to do like,
well, you know what? It's ever changing. Like it used to be like that when it was just kind of creeping on. Like, okay, influencers, da, da, da. Like then, with like probably like what 2 years ago, maybe 3, 4, if you're really pushing, you could send an influencer a nice, beautiful gift basket that had all of your products in it, and they would pretty much take pictures using it, make a review, make a YouTube video. But once we started to see the power that social media has, where you can have one person that has a reach of 10 million, there's some TV commercials that you buy that they can't even promise that you'll see 10 million people or 10 million people will see your commercial. Mm-hmm. So once the numbers started working and rolling and influencers started just getting all this bread from YouTube, it's like the price went up. So 2020, yes, you can. There are people out here that are making a whole living as a brand influencer. They're just doing it different. They're doing it right. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
you can just sit back and live the life you want to live, and not
it's still a job, though. Yeah, just like anything, it's still really, really hard work. You have to negotiate. You have to sign contracts. You have to meet deadlines. You have to actually have your content perform. You know, so that brands want to continue to work with you. So it is a job. Like, don't just think people are just getting stacks just for receiving gifts. It's definitely a lot that goes into it.
Yeah. So the $1 million question is, how do I become an influencer? Because that just seems to be the thing right now. Like, how do you even know if you're right to be an influencer?
Pretty much anybody can become an influencer. It's really not that difficult. A lot of people just don't have the patience to become one. So you may have the image, you may have the mindset, you may have this and that, but you won't become an influencer overnight. And you don't have to have 1 million trillion followers to be an influencer. Like, actually what's trending right now is micro influencers. So influencers that have less than 5,000 followers. Oh. So there is
tiers to influencers.
Huh?
What are the different tiers for influencers?
So the different tiers are micro, macro, and mega. So micro is your smaller influencers. They don't have that much. They don't have that many followers, but they have a good reach. They post consistently, and you know they have a good brand. And then macro is right in the middle. So that's, I want to say, 100,000 and less. So if you have anything from 20,000, 50,000, whatever, and then 100,000 or more, that's mega influencer. So your 1 million followers, but followers isn't all that matters. Like, brands aren't just worried about how many people follow you. Because if you think about it, I got a bunch of followers. They all don't like everything. It's more about your engagement rate. It's more about your reach. It's more about, there's some other factors that go into it. But if you're wanting to become an influencer, it is not, I don't want to say it's not hard, but it's just not impossible like some people think. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. I get that question a lot. So, and it just really depends. You can do anything out here.
Yeah, you really can. It's just about, if you have the patience and then just a little bit of the knowledge, you can make a shake.
Yes. Okay. Well, before we hop off of here, does anyone have any questions for us? Give you guys a few seconds. down the pipeline. We are still working on our 6 months in a day content creation intensive. So what that is for individuals who really just don't have the time and they want to maximize their time to bulk content create so that you are able to focus on other areas, because a number of you are serial entrepreneurs and just have so many ideas. I mean, you're doing real estate, you might be doing a little fitness, and then you're still working your 9 to 5, trying to figure out how you're going to get out of your 9 to 5. So the quickest way to be able to be streamlined, because at the end of the day, what keeps us entrepreneurs going is clients. So the more consumers you can reach, the better off. So that's where Mykah and I come in. We help you all, and to just take that stress away from you of having to, again, DIY, do everything yourself. And so we really just want to help our clients and the people that come to us. If you are one of those people who is still working a 9 to 5, ready to get away, and are interested in bulk content creating to reach your maximum potential and consumer reach, then that is where you can come to us to help you.
Most definitely.
I take care of the filming, and Mykah helps you with the content strategy.
Together, it's a match made. So tap in, and it doesn't look like we have any questions, but if you are watching this afterwards and you have any questions, feel free to DM us and let us know anything you need some clarity on, or if you're interested in learning more about our 6 months in a day program.
Yes. So thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're rewatching this, we appreciate you. And we're going to try to do this every Tuesday around the 7-ish. You know, I said 7:15 today. I was just a little late. So yeah, 7 and 7:30. Okay. We'll do the best we can. Okay.
Yes. We're worth the wait.
Yes. So thanks everyone. Thank you, Mykah, for joining me, and we will talk to all of you later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.